A regular hexagonal lamina of side 25 mm is lying in such a way that one of its corners on HP, while the corner opposite to the corner on which it rests on VP. If the lamina makes 60 degrees to HP, draw the projections of the lamina. So a regular hexagonal lamina of side 25 mm is lying in such a way that one of its corners on HP. Since the corner is resting on HP, so the hexagon has to be start from the top view. That means it is to be rest on HP. When you look from the front view, all the sides are resting on HP, so the image will going to be seen in the vertical plane here. But since all the sides are resting on HP, so that means all the sides are parallel to HP, so we can see the true shape in HP. So when you look from the top view, you can see the hexagonal surface, and when you look from the front view, you will go to get a line because the surface is parallel to HP and perpendicular to VP. Now, so that is what we have seen here. When you look from the top view, you get an hexagon. So that image will going to be on the horizontal plane. We have drawn a hexagon in the horizontal plane, and when you look from the front view, you are going to get a line in the front view, XY line. So you are getting an XY line because all the sides is resting on HP. So the image will going to be seen in VP. So you can see, since the image is seen in VP, so that means all the edges are resting on HP. So here ABCD is near to the observer, so A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash is visible. E and F is away from the observer, so E dash and F dash is in bracket. One of its corners on HP. So here in this side, in this case, your corner is A and also their corner is D, because side opposite the corner is also corner. So either you can rest it on A dash or you can rest it on D dash. If you rest it on A dash, then you have to rotate in counterclockwise direction. If you rest it on D dash, then you have to rotate in clockwise. So here A is resting on HP and the surface is inclined to HP at 60 degrees. So the initial position front view has to be rotated by an angle of 60 degrees, so that when the surface is inclined to HP, the inclination of that surface can be seen in VP. And since this is a line, because the surface is inclined to HP, but still the surface is perpendicular to VP, so you are getting a line in the front view. And the inclination with respect to HP is seen in the vertical plane. And also, this is how the surface has been rotated in the 3D. So this will going to be the surface which is inclined 60 degrees to HP. Now, in the second position we can see, so the surface is made to incline at an angle of 60 degrees. So when you look from the top view, you have to get the projected surface. That projected surface is this one, which will going to be again the hexagon. While the corner opposite to the corner on which it rests is on VP. So which is the corner opposite to the corner on which it rests is A dash is the corner which is resting on HP. That is A is the one which is resting on HP. Corner opposite to the corner is D, which is resting on VP now. So when you look from the front view, you got an hexagonal surface, and when you look from the top view also, you can see the hexagonal surface such that the D is resting on VP, and A is resting on HP. So here, that is what we can see here. The side opposite to the corner is D, which is resting on VP. So D is resting on HP. So rewrite the same sketch by rotating at an angle of 90 degree in a counterclockwise direction, so that D will be here and B and C will come to the right side and E and F will come to the left side. And the side will be resting on HP. So side opposite the corner is D, which is resting on VP. So this is how we can able to analyze this problem in 3D. Now we will going to write the solution. So first you draw the XY line with a thin line and mark XY and VP and HP. Since it is resting on corner, so you make that it is a horizontal line because the corner is always comes in the horizontal direction. So first you draw a horizontal line and a vertical line with A dash, take that as a center, and then draw a circle. Draw a thin circle of radius 25 mm such that it will going to cut the horizontal line at 2 points. One is at this point and the other one is at this point. With this as center, take a radius of 25 and cut an arc on the top side of the circle and also on the bottom side of the circle. Similarly, with this as center, cut an arc on top side of the circle, upper side of the circle and the bottom side of the circle by a radius of 25, so that you will going to get 6 points. Then mark them A, B, C, D, E and F. Then join A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E, E to F and F to A with a dark line. So this will going to be an hexagonal surface with 25 mm side. So then draw a vertical projector from each point to the XY line. So draw a vertical projector from A dash, from A, then from B and F, C and E and D to the XY line. Then mark these points A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, E dash and F dash. How? When you look from the front view, A, B, C, D is near to the observer, so A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash is visible. And when you look from the front view, E and F is the side. E and F are the points which are invisible, so write it in brackets. So since one of the side is resting on, one of the corner is resting on HP, so you take the A dash is one of the corners, so this side is also a corner and this side is also a corner. So if you want to keep A dash is on HP, then you have to rotate this in the counterclockwise direction. If you want to keep D dash is on XY line, then it should be rotated in clockwise. So we will rotate this in the clockwise direction. So we are going to consider A dash is on XY line and mark that point as A dash. By using the protractor, you measure an angle of 60 degrees with respect to the XY line and then draw an inclined line. Then measure the distance from A dash to D dash with A dash as center, cut an arc on that inclined line. Similarly, you measure the distance from A dash to B dash with A dash as center, cut an arc on this inclined line. And then from A dash to C dash with A dash as center, cut an arc on this by using the compass. Then mark these points A dash and then B dash F dash in bracket, C dash and E dash in bracket and then D dash here. Then draw a dark line between A dash and D dash. Now draw a vertical projector from A dash and draw a horizontal projector from A to get this point A here. Draw a vertical projector from B dash and F dash and draw a horizontal projector from B and F to intersect at these 2 points. Similarly, draw a vertical projector from C dash and E dash and draw a horizontal projector from C and E to intersect at these 2 points. And then draw a vertical projector from D dash and draw a horizontal projector from D to intersect at this point, which is going to be D. Then name them A, B, C, D, E and F. Then join AB, BC, CD, DE, EF and FE with a dark line. So this will going to be the top view for a surface which is inclined to HP at 60 degrees. Then the corner opposite to the corner on which it rests is on VP. So now the corner opposite to the corner on which it rests is D dash. So that is in the top view, that point will become D. But this point is now in front of VP by some distance. So that has to be on VP. So you have to rotate in counterclockwise direction. So consider any point on the XY line at a convenient distance from the second position and mark that point as D. And since from D this plane is a perpendicular, from D you draw a perpendicular. Then from D you measure the distance from D to A by using the compass. From D you cut an arc on this to get this point A. Similarly, you measure the distance from D to this point. From D you cut an arc on this to get this point. Through this point you draw a horizontal line. Then you measure the distance from this point to B and also this point to F. Both will going to have the equal distance. From this point you cut an arc on this side and also on this side. Similarly, you measure the distance from A to this distance. From A you mark this point here and then draw a horizontal line. Then again you measure the distance from this point to C and also this from to E. Both will going to have equal distances. So from this point you cut an arc on this side and also on this side, so that you are going to get all the 6 points. Then name them A, B, C, D, E and F. Then join with a dark line A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E, E to F and F to A. So you're going to get the hexagon in the top view. Then you draw a horizontal projector from A dash and you draw a vertical projector from A to get this point A dash. Then draw a horizontal projector from B dash and F dash and draw a vertical projector from B and F to intersect at these 2 points. Similarly, draw a horizontal projector from C dash and E dash and draw a vertical projector from C and E to intersect at these 2 points. And draw a horizontal projector from D dash and draw a vertical projection from D to get this point. Then name them A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, E dash and F dash. Then join A dash to B dash, B dash to C dash, C dash to D dash, D dash to E dash, E dash to F dash and F dash to A dash with a dark line. So this is how we will be able to solve the problem. Now we are going to try to analyze this problem again with respect to the problem definition. So a hexagonal lamina of 25 mm side resting on one of its corners on HP, such that this lamina makes an angle of 60 degrees with HP. The corner opposite to the corner on which it rests is touches VP. So the corner opposite to the corner is DE, which touches VP. So you're going to get this point. How do I know that my problem is right? You can see here, this side is resting on, the corner is resting on HP, while the corner opposite the corner which touches VP, so D. So this is how we will be able to analyze our problem is right.